Today, in a special excerpt from a recent group call in my Law of Attraction VIP Academy, I'm going to be giving you a demo on how to reframe and reset your internal financial limits. And I'm going to show you how to easily feed your subconscious mind with thoughts, feelings, and images of abundance in a way that your mind will not be able to easily doubt or reject them in any way. This is the Law of Attraction like you've never heard it before. I used to be everyone's got that term, like, break the mold. Oh, that person broke the mold. Oh, they broke the mold when they came out with you, right? I love the idea of shattering the mold. I don't just want to break it, I want to shatter it. Because those molds, those restrictions, those limits, those are all illusions. That's all they really are. And where we are on our path, not all of it, but there's an aspect that slows us down, that's nothing more to our own inadvertent, unintentional acknowledgement of these limitations that aren't actually limitations. They're only limitations so much as we recognize them as such. So
yeah, one of the things I should mention,
yeah,
is that when I do when I think about certain things when I'm doing my morning gratitude stack, because I combine it with daylight exposure and breath work. When I do that with most of them, I can generate a positive feeling in my body. When I say I'm grateful for large amounts of money, I can struggle to feel that gratitude in my body because part of me doesn't believe I can really do it, even though there was a time when I actually did that, when I was pulling in way more per month, a short space of time when I was working with the two different businesses where I really killed it. Even though I've actually lived that experience, there's a part of me that doesn't want to get comfortable in that feeling and doesn't want to, that doesn't want to release the serotonin or whatever you want to call it, the good feelings part. There's a sticking point.
so here's what I would do if I were you. And this is one example, like many. I would, right now, you roughly know how much is in your bank. Maybe you don't know to the cent, but you know, right? And if you don't know, you can take out your phone right now and you could log into your bank app. And the first thing when we log into our bank app is like, what's your balance, right? So you know what it is, right? So one thing that you might want to consider doing, and I'm going to just pretend, I'm going to give you a roundabout amount. I don't know what your situation is. Let's just pretend you have $10,000 in your bank account, or a more realistic number, $10,542.32. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or for you, pounds, perhaps British
Yeah, we
pounds.
can go with that. Similar
Yeah.
deal.
But whatever it might be, okay, 10,000. I would kind of sit down and like, okay, let me just imagine that number is 700,000. Okay, let me now, and you take a minute and you kind of live in that for a minute. And by the way, you don't try to force this emotion of like, oh, let me feel it. It's more like a question of, okay, it's 700,000. What does that mean? I'm noticing that I still kind of feel the same in my skin, but at the same time, there's a slight feeling of relief because there's less financial pressure. But then again, I'm still the same person. But then again, this and that. You're kind of like questioning it. You're not trying to definitively force an emotion. And you do that for a little bit. And that was 700,000, right? And I'm just going to say dollars because it's natural in my brain. It'll help me go faster here. But your currency will apply. And then I'm not even going to go up to 800,000. I'm going to go down. Now I'm going to go down to 300,000. I've gone from 700 to 300, right? That's still this massive leap from whatever the current circumstances technically are. Notice how you've downgraded and almost kind of feels normal, and yet it's still so much more than your thing. It's almost like a trick. You've downgraded and it's almost a disappointment. Like, wait a second, this is still like 30 times, or if I'm doing my math right, like what, like, oh my, okay, cool. Now, how does 450,000 feel? Okay. Now, how does 900,000 feel? I'm going up and down all over the scale, and I'm just giving myself a minute, like noticing that I'm feeling that. The really cool thing, Luke, is if you're not forcing a certain emotion, you're embedding your brain, your subconscious mind, which is connected to the universe. You're embedding it with these numbers while simultaneously just feeling at least okay. Like, as long as you don't feel negative, even just okay, even just ordinary in your own skin is a very powerful thing. I know that we all want to say, like, and I know I say it, like, feel good while thinking about what you have or what you want or both. The truth is, don't feel bad while thinking about what you have or want or both, because even if you're just okay at that baseline, because the universe is abundant in nature, because the flow is going in a direction of positivity, just by being even just okay, even normal in your own skin, in and of itself is means you're on the right track and that good things are coming to you. So as you're doing this kind of thought process, this experiment, oh, 300,000. Oh, that's less than 700. I feel so normal. How about 450? And you're just all over the place here. And then maybe you're going to go to 1.5 million just to do a jump. Did it even feel significant to you? Did it feel real? I don't know. Maybe just bring it down to 1.2. That feels a little bit more real. And it's kind of funny. You're making these compromises, and you kind of look up. You're like, oh my god, I just compromised with 1.2 million. How funny is that?
Ooh,
5 minutes ago, 100,000 felt so far out of reach, and now I've just compromised with 1.2 million, going up and down the scale, whatever it might be. What you could even do is, like, take a screen grab of your phone balance and try to match the font as best as possible, and go in Canva or whatever and make or Photoshop different amounts of your bank balance with the logo of your bank and the colors, like as if it's on your phone screen, and save those to your save those to your phone, where, like, you just look at your phone and you open it, and you're feeding this image that your brain is used to seeing this image and saying, oh, that's my bank balance, just to feed it that and allow it to consider what that means, allow it to consider the ramifications, the consequences, all that, and put that vibration out there. And when you're looking at these, don't fall into the trap of saying, oh, but how am I going to do it? Because then you feel bad. You never want to feel bad while you're looking at this. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I'll say it right now. I love when I have no idea how something could happen, because when I have no idea how it can happen, that frees up the universe to have it happen in any way. Like, oh my god, like, that frees up the universe to either move things around for me or feed me an idea that I had never considered. And these kind of small ideas, big ideas, it doesn't matter. None of the, like, you never know how it's going to come. And while I'm thinking about this, like, oh, I really want this money. What do I have right now? Like, I don't want to ask you to reveal too much about yourself, but it seems like you're a reasonably healthy guy. You're a reasonably young person, you know what I mean? Like, you have youth, you have health. That is more wealth than anything. Show me the person with $1 billion liquid, not even net worth. Show me a person with $1 billion liquid who wakes up in pain every day and can barely move. And they say, okay, we'll tell you what, we'll give you your health back, but you'll only have 50,000 in the bank. They will give it up in a second. The fact that you can see me on camera, that you could hear these words, that you're breathing clean air, that you're drinking clean water, that you're in a group call with, like, think about, like, here's the thing. These are all like new friends. You have no idea what these people are going through, what they have gone through, but everybody is here simultaneously for themselves and for each other. Like, how cool is it that we're on this call? We're just together, and we're dealing with our own stuff, and that's fine. But, like, that is wealth. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, you might want to check out my brand new Law of Attraction VIP Academy, where I'm offering a free 7-day trial for anyone who wants to give it a try and enjoy full membership access to my community and all my top courses. You can learn more and begin your free week there by going to lawofattractionvip.com. I'll see you in the group.